Prophet Musa alayhi salam. In an ancient times, the land of Egypt was led by an evil king named Pharaoh. He was a king who arbitrarily oppressed its inhabitants. Prophet Musa was born from the children of Israel, the son of Amran bin Kahat. After that, Musa was sent by God to be a prophet, to preach to the children of Israel on the right path. However, the Egyptians were increasingly fanatical about the power of control and were easily tempted by the power of promise to fulfill all their needs, even though the promise was false. The story of the Prophet Musa and the Pharaoh is often mentioned in several surah in the Quran. Surah Shura 52 until 98. Pharaoh from time to time upset and was hostile to the truth, with all his arrogance, claiming that he was God, forced labor, and killed baby boys in order. Therefore, the Prophet Musa was prayed to Allah, "O Lord, and you have given to Pharaoh and the leaders of his people jewelry and wealth in the life of this world. O our Lord, as a result, they lead people astray from your path. Our Lord, destroy their wealth and lock their hearts, so they will not believe until they see a painful torment." Quran Surah Yunus 98. Although many times the Pharaoh broke his promise to Musa, then Allah ordered Musa and the children of Israel to leave Egypt for Syria at night secretly, so that their departure was known to the Kitty. The next morning, news of Musa the departure reached Pharaoh. Pharaoh said, "They just want to run away from me. O guards, prepare an army to chase after Musa and the children of Israel. I'm sure that haven't gone too far, and besides, there are not many followers, so it's easy for us to find." The guard said, "Ready, sir." After that, the Pharaoh and his army followed them off horseback in armor. When the Prophet Musa and his people arrived at the edge of the sea, their journey was stopped. The children of Israel said, "O Moses, how is this in front of us? There is a wide open sea without a boat. We cannot cross this sea. We are afraid that the army of the Pharaoh will overtake us. How it is?" "How, Moses?" Moses said, "O my people, one will not be overtaken. Verily, my Lord is with me, on day he will guide me." Quran Surah Ashura 6:2. The time the situation was precarious and squeezed by the Prophet Moses and his followers. But with all the strength of the faith that the Prophet Moses tried to calm his followers. After that, Allah sent down a revelation to the Prophet Moses. "Strike the sea with your stick." Then the sea is divided and each part is like a big mountain. Quran Surah Ashura 6:3. After the sea was parted, the Prophet Moses and his followers rushed across and the road safely.
then followed by the Pharaoh and his followers there to cross the road. But the sea returned to normal with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And finally the Pharaoh and his followers sinking into a state of not believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And finally the Pharaoh and his followers sinking in state of believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the story is immortalized, so we save your body so that you can be a lesson for those who come after you. But most of people do not hear sing power Quran Surat Yunus 9:2.
The story of the Prophet Lut alayhi salam. This story is told in several surah of the Quran, one of which is Surah Hud ayat 77 sampai 83. In genealogy, Prophet Lut is the nephew of Prophet Ibrahim. His father's name was Haran bin Der. He was the brother of Ibrahim. Prophet Lut's father was with twins. One named Nahor. In the story, the Prophet Lut was ordered by Allah to settle in an area called Sadum, in the land of Al-Sher, near the Baitul Maqdis hill, which is still in the Jordan region. Prophet Lut married a woman named Waliyah and had two daughters named Raisa and Jagrata. It should be noted that the Sodomites are an identical society with several moral decay. Even his morality is difficult to fix. They have no religion, civilized human values, and compassion, death and confiscation of property are daily occurrences where the strong become rulers, will the weak become victims of oppression and ill treatment. What's even worse is that they always commit immorality, namely having sex with the opposite sex, men with men aka homosexual, as well as women with women who are known as lesbian.
The prophet Lut called out to them, "You have contradicted human nature and conscience and violated the wisdom contained in the creation of human beings who were created into two types, namely male and female. The wife of the prophet Lut turned out to agree with most of the women of Sodom as well as the men. To provide any information about the prophet Lut, who was their enemy. That is the one of the reason why Prophet Lut always failed his wife and often leaked information before preaching. After the group of Prophet Lut managed to cross the boundaries of Sodom city at dawn, the earth suddenly shook violently. The city of Sodom was tossed about like the sea. The wind was blowing very hard from all directions. Heavy rain accompanied by lightning, flying stones, and very scary. The blind people of the Sodomites, who were confused, immediately ran. Some were buried by the rubble, And the one of them was the wife of Prophet Loth. He is the one of the hypocrites before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.